Now that this channel is monetized, I want you guys to hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. What is a death spell? And are death spells real? What drives a person to do such a thing? Well, what is a death spell is the first question I'm going to answer. A death spell is a ritual intended on ending the existence of an enemy, a rival, or someone that could have been your friend, but has done you wrong in the worst way to the point where it's irreconcilable. Through what I've seen throughout the years, I can say I've never seen anyone wake up and say, I'm just going to do a death spell on someone random. There's usually a motive. And most of that time, the motive is revenge because that person was done wrong. A person has dedicated their life to helping an individual only get the shorter end of the stick. It could be betrayal. Sometimes it's a matter of love. Betrayal in love, jealousy. It can be infidelity. Most of the time, people who seek to do such a thing has been deeply wounded. Not to mention, there are people who have suffered abuse at the hand of their lover. There has been people who have suffered abuse as a child and they were never able to get vindication for that act of transgression. So now they find a wicked spellcaster that can handle their situation. This is what usually is the cause for an individual seeking to do a death spell on an individual. Death spells vary in time frame when it comes to outcomes. I've seen through the years that an individual's youth plays a part. Their health or their predicament in life has a part to play with how the ritual works itself out. If you're younger, your vitality may give you a good run. I always mention a story of a Jamaican lady whose daughter was hit with magie at a very early age. She didn't make it to see her 40s. She was hit when she was 9 years old, and it played out until she was in her early 30s. She didn't make it to see 40. contrary to what Hollywood promotes. They give you an instant gratification. You do this, then here it goes, the outcome. This is not how it plays when it comes to rituals of this sort, because you don't have a time frame. Someone who is older, you do this within a couple of months, maybe a year or so, they're out of here. Then you may find a situation where out of nowhere, this tragic event happens to the person. And it wasn't even 3 months. The pendulum swings where it swings. No one has the definite time frame for when such things will manifest. But what I've come to realize is that a person's predicament in life plays a factor. If you're in the streets and you're doing a lot of nonsense, drug dealing, running off on a plug, if you're an alley cat, you're a prostitute, you're turning out tricks, well, the pendulum may swing in your direction and you might become very lucky. See, in Creole, they have this thing called un tort. If you are in the wrong, the pendulum will swing in your direction. You're it. See, the less nonsense you participate in life, the impact of that ritual may not necessarily affect you to the point where it takes you up out of here. The easier the life of the person, the less of an impact the ritual may have on them. It can be, it doesn't take them over, but they're left with a life-threatening illness, or they're left with a life-threatening injury that could paralyze them or even cripple them. Or it may not even hit them, it can hit family members around them. See, this thing of death spells, it's very risky business. Because not only do you run the risk of hitting people around the target that are innocent, that has nothing to do with the situation, you run the risk of it backfiring on you. Now, if it backfires on you, it can fall on your family, or it could fall on you. So the question you ask now is, are death spells real? Well, the only response that I can give is that's something that you'll have to figure out for yourself.